Marty, we have to finish the trilogy right now.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kay.
Hi, I'm Roller Coaster Writer, and we are reviewing Back to the Future Part 3. Now, a little backstory, we did watch a little bit of this before Back to the Future The Ride. However, because our Blu-ray kept skipping, we felt that it would be...
Well, I think the disc was skipping, not our
Yeah,
Blu-ray wasn't
we
skipping
felt
it.
that it would be... Um,
Come here, Missy.
we felt it would be immature, or it wouldn't be professional to do a review when it skips and we lose 20 seconds and in some cases minutes of time.
Right. So we wouldn't have seen the whole
So
thing.
we reviewed the ride. This is the review. So now we're gonna review Back to the Future the ride next week for Back to the Future month. But right now we're gonna talk about Back to the Future Part 3.
Yes.
Uh, when we left,
When we last left. Okay, go
at
ahead.
the end of 2, um, Marty left a note, or no, Doc left a note to Marty saying that he was going back in time to 1885. Uh, I don't know why,
To
stuff
the
like that.
west. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was revealed
Well, no,
that,
he said in the letter, "Don't worry about me. Don't come and get me. I'm fine," or whatever.
yeah,
But then he finds out that he was killed like one
yeah.
week after the letter was written.
So
So
then,
he wanted to go back and save his friend.
so then, Doc in 1955 is shocked by seeing Marty, and then he eventually does understand and realize. So already this is better than part 2 because the characters aren't idiots.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but in part 2, see that review. Uh, Sorry about the screen issue, but in part 2, the the characters were such idiots. Like I was screaming like Biff changed things.
Still Biff? Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so he goes back in time to 1885, and he looks like, I don't know, Marty dressed as a cowboy. He looks more like one of the village people.
Yeah. Well, even Doc, after he saves them in, one of the first scenes, says, "Who dressed you?"
You did.
Oh, well, let's get you changed.
Yeah. We also he also meets his great grandfather,
Hmm. Well,
George
that's where he
McFly or
was
something.
first. That's where he was
Yeah.
first. And there he land. Well, because the DeLorean, it
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 breaks.
it breaks down. The gasoline fuel lodge
Yeah.
hose
Yeah.
something leaks, and he's in a cave, and then all of a sudden these Indians come flying over the cave, and then the cavalry comes flying over the cave, and then a bear starts to come out of the cave, so he starts running, and that's
Oh
when
yeah.
he hit and he fell onto his great grandfather's farm.
Yeah. Uh, let's see
And
what
like in all the
else.
movies, he passes out, and it's his mom, which now it's his great grandmother, is like doing his forehead to help soothe him and wake him up
Hmm.
and stuff. So,
And also, I don't really want to eat the meat. Do
what
you,
was it, squirrel or rabbit?
I'm kind of allergic to bullets or
Oh,
pea shells or whatever those were.
BB gun or
Yeah,
something?
and I don't want to drink any water.
Yeah, the water was awfully muddy
Well,
looking.
this was before filters.
Yeah. Well, they just dug a hole
Anyway,
or well or something. I think well water would have been
yeah.
cleaner, but
So it would have been like, he owed like $85. I want to say
85 or 80
80,
for because he did the horseshoeing of this outlaw
$50 or
horses.
something, and
No, it
then
was
there's like
80. I think
No,
it was 80.
that part was 50, and then there's some that was like 35 or
The cost of his horse,
yeah.
the shoeing of his horse, and that he killed the horse.
So that's probably 85.
It
Let's
was,
say
yeah, 80 or 85, right? Let's
whatever.
see.
Um,
Oops.
let's see what else. So
Mr. Kitty.
then there's Mary Steenburgen.
Oh, yeah, Clara, or Claire. Clara.
She's adorable.
Well, because finally, okay, they meet up and that, and then he's got a refrigerator or freezer. Remember when he makes
Yeah, he makes ice
iced
like
tea? Ice. One cube. One
iced
cube.
tea. No.
And then the mayor or somebody comes around to Doc and says, "Hey Doc, do you remember I talked to you about meeting the teacher?"
Yeah, the bookworm or schoolworm or something.
Yeah, and so then he's like, "Oh, I don't know, I don't have time or whatever." Because when they read the tombstone and his beloved Claire or Clara,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I don't fall in love. I don't fall in love that quick. How does that happen?" or whatever.
You'll never find. That's a reference to Ice Age 3 people.
So then the mayor tells them, "Remember that school teacher I told you about to pick her up or whatever?" Oh yeah, what is her name? Claire or Clara? Is it Clara?
Clara, I believe.
Clara?
So anyway, then they try to figure out a bunch of ways to get up
Get
to
the
88
DeLorean.
miles an hour, and they finally figure out a way that they're going to...
Well, what did they use first? They used
6 horses.
Well, 6 horses. They used
Alcohol.
bootleg alcohol, bootleg, and
Uh,
then they get the bright idea of the train.
Having the train push it to 88 miles an hour. Um,
But see, in each of the movies, somebody falls in love, right? So the first movie, he gets his parents. Okay,
Yeah.
they have the first date, and then he falls in love, I think, with that girl who he ends up marrying, high school sweetheart, and then now Doc falls in love with Clara.
yeah.
But I thinking the Western was kind of maybe more thought out and more
It was better than 2.
yeah, yeah.
You could
But I
almost...
think they kind of ran out of ideas because Doc
Yeah.
kept saying that he had
Great Scott!
he had to destroy the DeLorean.
DeLorean.
Okay. Because no more time traveling, no more change in the future, no more whatever. And so then he's in the train. Doc is like running the train. And
Okay,
here
you're going to
comes-
that part. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go back. Sorry.
I wanted to talk about the fight.
Oh,
Because there was a fight where Marty was going up against, like, the
guy that was gonna shoot.
Yeah, the evil dude. We're not going to say what happens, but I do want to say he matures. You'll know what I'm talking about. He matures.
with that word ugly.
Yeah,
Or
or
what is it?
chicken.
Chicken. Oh yeah. He doesn't like that word.
Thanks for spoiling it.
In
Anyway,
all of
yeah.
the movies.
Yeah, but he matures, and that's really good. And then there's a shootout, which is pretty interesting, and I'm not going to give it away.
If you call it a shootout.
Then there's an then at the ending, where Doc has to decide about either going with Marty to 1985 or being with Clara in 1885. So he makes his choice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Because the DeLorean gets up to
Lorian,
85, 88,
yeah,
but he's still trying to reach for Clara, who is climbed onto the train from her horse.
well, is almost about to fall off.
And she's like walking the outside of the train. He's reaching for her. She's reaching for him. And then the car with Marty just takes off.
Mm-hmm. And then at the end, it's pretty interesting.
Are you gonna do before the end what happens to the car?
The car gets smashed.
Well, he lands on the train track.
Mm-hmm. Uh, and they're the might as well just reveal this part. The telegraph that Marty gets in like 2015, I think that says you're fired, disappears,
Yep.
and then the girl asks someone, what does this mean? And I guess it means that either, I think what it means to me is that he didn't get fired, but what it's
The
meant to
future
say,
changes a little
yeah.
bit.
So hopefully that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, is there anything else? It's better than three. It's better than two, but it's not better. But it's not even. But it's not as good as one.
Well, one, you put all the bling and the money into. If you can't make one work, you can't do two or three. And which when they
It
made
was never
two,
intended to be a trilogy. It was
I
just
know,
intended to be one
but when
film.
they did two, they did three like almost right after it.
They filmed them back to back, but yeah, two
Okay.
was clearly like, do we have any ideas? No. Let's
It
remake the first one.
it was not a connection between one and three. You would think it would have answered some questions. It did not answer all my questions.
You could have pretty much. You could have easily merged one and two together, and then you could have had three, and then
But
you
then
would
I
have had
think it
like
would have
two
been too
movies.
long. You would have cut
Well, you
you
could
would
have
have cut
taken
a lot of
out you could have
stuff,
taken out chunks of stuff.
but they had to set it up too
Yeah,
as to what his current life and what Biff currently does.
yeah, I guess. Well, or you can just watch one and then watch three.
Oh yeah.
Just
Because
assume,
two catches you
yeah,
or three catches you up with
yeah,
two in just a little bit.
yeah. Um, I would not be against them remaking the series or rebooting the series.
Hmm, I don't know.
If you get someone like talented, and if you have the idea of doing a trilogy, but you also still have the idea of doing one as a standalone movie, it might work. Don't let the people who did Vacation make it. Uh,
That's true.
let the people who did 21 and 22 Jump Street make it. Let Phil Lord and Chris Miller do it.
Hmm.
Anyway, thanks for this not well, for us we filmed this out of order, but thank you for watching the end. Thank you for watching Back to the Future month. Enjoy Back to the Future Part 4 or the ride, and then February is Black History Month. Yay.
Woo! Yay!
Bye.
Bye. Take it easy.